כוחה העצום של השמש על בריאות הגוף שלנו.
We have moved into the area of artificial lights, LED, blue lights, aka your computer, cell phone. In fact, there is a very interesting study, which I'll put a link down below, that demonstrates children in predominantly artificial light end up having a deficiency of gray matter and having a much more difficult time in learning. This is also why there's so many therapeutic benefits to an infrared sauna. And there's a huge trend in people buying infrared lasers, infrared therapies for pain, inflammation, and sleep. So, melatonin is not just a hormone of darkness, but it's also a hormone of sunshine. The other cool thing about the sun is that even if you have a hat on, okay, the grass, the clouds, the dirt strongly reflect infrared waves. So you don't have to be looking into the sun. If you're outside, you're going to get infrared indirectly. Now, I just want to tell you a little side note on that topic. Presently, I'm living on a farm. And the two neighbors that help me a lot on my farm are both in their 60s. Their diet is not just inadequate. Their diets are absolutely terrible, okay? They live on sugar. One chews tobacco, the other one smokes. Now, both of these guys are outside all day long, okay? I don't even think they have computers. I don't even think they have a cell phone. They're just outside working the land all day long. And they rarely seem to get sick. They don't really have any health problems. They're both super strong, but they eat like crap. But they're getting a tremendous amount of antioxidants that is repairing the oxidative stress, that's repairing the free radical damage. And it's just interesting to know what's important and maybe what's less important. And I really didn't emphasize the importance of the sun for your health, and simply because I didn't have this data right here, this infrared information, as well as its connection to increasing melatonin. But apparently, as a therapy, being outside in the environment, in nature, and being exposed to sun is extremely important, probably just as important as eating healthily. Now, the other cool thing about infrared is it has the ability to penetrate your skull. Now, that's mind-blowing. In this research paper, they talk about how it penetrates the cerebrospinal fluid and how that can just bathe the entire brain and spread through the entire spinal cord. It's wild. So this is just another reason why if someone's getting dementia or has Alzheimer's, they should be exposed to sun. And the cool thing is this, infrared protects against UV radiation. So if you're concerned about the sun causing cancer, I understand that. We're not talking about being out there and getting burned. We're talking about being out there and maybe even getting the sun's indirect energy from the grass. But the point is that this IR helps you generate a tremendous amount of antioxidants that can potentially protect the mitochondria from having its complications from all that free radical damage that occurs. Now, if we flip that and talk about what creates a deficiency of infrared, well, being exposed to artificial lights, LED lighting, blue light, cell phones, computers. So here people are, they're sitting in their home all day in front of the computer, or they're at work, sitting at their desk in front of the computer, and by the time they get home, it's already dark out. Well, understanding the importance of melatonin and having enough melatonin to protect against all this other damage. So it's not just about that vitamin D from the sun, it's about melatonin.
Dear dog, הרפואה הגדולה מכולן היא ללמד אנשים איך לא להזדקק לה. וזה היה דוקטור אריק ברג. רוצים ללמוד כיצד תוכלו אתם לשפר את בריאות החיה שלכם ולהעניק לה שנים נוספות? כנסו לקבוצת הפייסבוק שלנו, כלבים וחתולים חוזרים אל אמא טבע. כי ישנה רק מחלה אחת, והיא ההתנתקות שלנו מהטבע.